Okay, hey there, this is Russ. I am behind the camera showing you my screen here because I am going to show you a little hack about iRacing. So if you're down on points and you're trying to get your SR safety rating up, instead of getting into a race and actually starting an actual race and taking a chance on people repping you out and stuff like that, what you can do is you can actually go in here and hit where it says more ways to race. Doesn't work in all of them, but you just got to pick a series where you have it. And most of them do, but some of them don't. So you get down here and you click time trial. See that? And then you click that. And then I need another 5 points to get myself above 4.0, or I'll, dwindle down and I'll end up losing my A license. And I don't want to do that. So this is how I bring it back up when it gets kicked in the butt too many times. So you can see right there, I have a 395. I need to make 5 more points. So need to run about 60 laps, basically 50 laps. So I'll run 60 just to be safe. And so I'm going to get into this thing that I'm registering for. So this will draw or join. As soon as the join lights up, I'll be able to get in there. And then we'll run a few laps. And then when we get to the end of it, I'll show you I'm going to be at, I should be at 4.0 or 4.40 actually, because it bumps you up another 40 points. So it's pretty awesome when you get to that next level. Now we're just pretty much waiting for 1226 to roll by, because it's always an even number when it locks you in. Oh, that should be any old second now. So thanks for being patient. Yep. All right, so should be happening any old time. Do. Now, when that does turn green, you're going to click this little thing. I guess most of the people on iRacing know this. And next time I should have a little music backing me up. I have something that I can do without messing with anybody's copyright. But I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to wait for the time to roll by, and we're going to click in and we're going to do a time trial. And I'm going to make what do I need? 9. I need 5 more points. So I'm going to get you 5 more points. So just turned 12:26. This should be lighting up green any second. If it doesn't, that means something went wrong and I have to start all over, which I'll start this video over. But hopefully that won't happen. There it goes. See there? This thing shows up, launch sim. And another thing is pick a short track, because short tracks just seem to add up the points way faster. So I'm going to do Charlotte Legends Oval, because for one, it lets me have a time trial. And for two, it goes by really fast because it's a little tiny little track. So do a little racing. I'm going to lean up in front of the camera high. You can see the back of my head probably. Put my shoe on, my racing shoe. See my racing shoe? Yep, just one shoe. It's one of those water shoes, like beach shoe. If you don't get your feet all messed up. So I'm gonna back this camera out a little bit, show you all 3 screens, and we'll run some laps. And like I said, it should be able to get about 60 laps in, and this should work out right. And 60 laps don't take very long at Charlotte. At the little Legends course, it's tiny. All right, here we go. And sometimes I actually run the red and green line in here just to watch my line and see where my turn's going up, because it's hard to see sometimes depending on the light of the thing, what time of day it is here. But that's just the thing. So Charlotte Legends Oval. Let's see if I can get 50 laps in without hitting the wall. I think I can. But I always try to run it, fast. I don't try to go take it easy. But sometimes, depending on what my effort is, if I need the points really bad. But yeah, I try to still run it. Get a few laps for the tires to get hot, because the simulation is like that. It runs like a real car. It really does. Pretty close. How do I know? I've been in this thing at Daytona, and I've been in a real car at Daytona thanks to my wife's Father's Day present a few years ago. It was very similar. Way to go, Iracing. Kicking this butt. That little number up there, that tells you how fast or how slow I'm going compared to my fastest lap. So when it's green, I'm catching it or passing it. When it's red, I'm losing it. So there you go. Every lap can't be your fastest. Also depends on track conditions and temperature and all that stuff. All right, about to have my first 10 in here. That was 6 of them. Yeah. So I really like iRacing. Hear a helicopter going over. Always something here at the Space Coast. Lots of rockets and airplanes and stuff. Goodyear blimps once in a while because we're close to Daytona and New Smyrna. Pretty awesome place to live. Alright, that was my fastest lap of the session. Almost hit the fastest lap ever, because if I can get that thing in the green when I go over the line, that means I beat my record at least. Alright. There's 10 rots down. Yeah, baby. I'm gonna put 60 in it just to make sure I go over the line. And I'll show you all what I'm talking about. I'm gonna start should have that already up by the time I put this up, but I'm starting a sim racing hack Facebook, and this is probably gonna be the first video on there. Left my pretty face out of it so it wouldn't break the camera. It's happened before. We won't talk about that. This is a cool little track, and if you race on it, actually if you race, even in the rookie league, people are fairly clean. We race pretty good here. Amazing. Always that little wild card, though. You just never know when somebody's going to show up that's going to wreck everybody, but that's part of it. It probably happens at amateur night at your local track just as much, almost, huh? Now, a lot of these times I'll actually get out here and run my whole 30-minute time trial because I'm trying to make up as many points as I can. On this one, I only need to run like 55, 60 laps because I got to get 5 points. Usually a point per 10 laps. So on this, longer tracks are different, and it's kind of figures out different. So they add up way faster. I'll go to 60, and I know I'll be done with it then. And I'll have my 4.0 back. Thanks to this time trial thing, I never get past below A ever anymore. When it starts getting below 3.0 or something, I panic and I get it back above 4.0. So that's how I do that. And I might actually, I don't know, edit this at the end and speed it up and put a commentary in it. Let's see, because we don't have to watch me do all these laps in real time. So from lap 21 to 50, we're probably going to speed it right up, and then we'll slow it down at, like, well, 59. So, because I'm going to 60. And then we'll speed it up, and then I'll see you at about lap 58, and then I'll start the commentary again. Almost broke my track record on that last one. Lap 58. This is about where I'm going to start talking again. So I don't know if y'all noticed, I almost turned it around on lap 56. Almost blew all my points, or at least but had done another 10 laps or so to make up, but I didn't, so it's all good. So I'm going to do these last 2 laps. I'm going to put 61 on it just so I got, you know, I'll be on lap 61, so I did my 60 laps. So one more lap after this one, and then we're going to go check and see if I got over a 4.0 by using a short track and time trials. Now, it does not affect your I rating. I think it does affect your TT rating, I'm pretty sure. But just your SR, if you're down on SR and need it, this is the way to do it. Nobody to wreck you. It's kind of cool. All right, so I got my 60 laps in, right? I got 61 on the board there. I'm gonna pull it over. I'm gonna hit my escape. You gotta come to a full stop or it doesn't work. And then I'm gonna take this thing and quit. Let's see what happens. Let's see if the magic worked. All right, so I'm not gonna save this replay because there's no point. And then this is gonna pop up here. I'm gonna zoom in. There we go. And look at here. I got a withdrawal. And you see where I'm at, right? 395 withdrawal. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. And it's gonna come over here. And this is gonna turn. It's gonna take a few seconds, but watch. Should turn to 440 any second. But my I rating number is not gonna change at all. All right, so I'm guessing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Okay, I missed it. Now we're just waiting. We're just waiting. There we go, 443. Look at that, huh? Yeah, baby. So that's how you hack your licensure, and you can get up class. You do, however, when you're going from Class B to Class A or whatever, you can use your time trials to get your numbers up, but then you have to actually race 2 official races. So you got to race those 2 official races, and then you just automatically go up to the next class. So there you go. There's the first hack that I'm putting on here. I'm going to watch it and make sure it turned out all right. And this is Russ, your sim racing pal. Peace.